What it do, everyone? What's these scenes? How you going? Welcome to another episode of Keyona Speaks. Over the past couple of weeks, and rather the past couple of months, I've noticed that I'm on this really massive journey. And at first it started by, being fed bit by bit, but I realized that something is about to give. And although I'm smiling internally, at times I'm crying. That rhymes. But ultimately, I'm realizing that as I focus on being present each day, I'm learning so much more that's making this uncomfortable journey more comfortable, but it's also giving me so much clarity. Let me explain. So I am a Clubhouse user, and this morning I joined the Clubhouse room thinking that it was going to be more in alignment with, what I thought it was going to be about. So the title of the room was called Mapping Problems to Your Solutions. And just looking at the title, it was very broad, and I didn't really understand exactly what problems they were mapping solutions to, or mapping problems to what solutions. But I went to the club room and looked at the bio, and it said about gathering creatives together, etc., etc. So I said, well, I guess you can call me a creative. I'm creating content for YouTube, for Instagram, and a podcast. So this may resonate with me. So I joined the room and happened to be the early bird, one of the first people outside of the moderator, pardon the truck, moderator, and pardon my loose, my loose scarf. Furthermore, I was a second person outside of the moderator to join the room. And then one of my friends happened to get pinged that I had opened up a room or was speaking in a room, and so she came in to support me as well. So in talking to this moderator, he asked me questions. He basically wanted to do an activity of the 5 questions that he runs through with his clients to be able to map the problem with the solution. Well, I don't define myself as having clients. I would love to work my way up to being able to do that. But being a content creator, I do provide some type of service or something for clients or customers or an audience. So I joined in his activity, and I learned that the questions he was asking me, even though they were more client-based, they fit into what I do for a living at my job and what I'm actually interested in at my job. The scarf is just so annoying. Commercial break. Bet you never seen a person fix their hijab on the camera, have you? I don't do this all the time. And I desperately need a pen. And let's try this tuck and roll one more time. Now move. Back to normal discussion. So I participated in the activity, and I realized the questions that he was asking me, I could really apply my experience in conversations with my employers with the answers, which also led me to seeing how, although I'm not working with clients, how asking myself those questions can help me to be able to find my clients. And he asked me in particular to what I do, what my problem is. And I said, I felt like although I'm creating, in my opinion, valuable content, I'm marketing it to the wrong audience, which is leaving me to discovering that there's no true engagement. And then he asked me, well, what's the feeling? Because most of the time you kind of are vague about your problem, but once you explain your feeling, you're able to really pinpoint what the problem is. So I told him, well, due lack of engagement, I'm very frustrated. I feel like I should give up. And that's when we were able to pinpoint that I'm frustrated through to marketing to the wrong audience, which is causing lack of engagement. So now what strategies am I going to create to fix that? And I told him that I had surveyed my followers on Instagram to figure out how they are absorbing content. Is it through Reels? Is it through the feed? Is it through stories? Is it through all of the above? And then other people joined the room, and I became a part of that conversation. But it wasn't happenstance that I happened to be in that room having that discussion with that particular person. It wasn't happenstance that I left that room feeling more clear about this journey, feeling more hopeful, feeling more optimistic, and just naturally feeling good inside. And I want to credit it to really trusting the process and being in the presence, which was not always easy. It just took about a week ago of me just making the decision to be in the presence. Now that segues me to something else remarkable today that I experienced. I am a patron on my friend's Patreon account, which is The Pursuit to Wholeness. And she posted a podcast from Oprah Winfrey's Soul Sundays. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And the episode was about grace and gratitude. And one of the speakers on that episode talked about how, let me actually get the quote. I think I wrote it down on a piece of paper, or maybe I didn't. But she basically said that gratitude and fear, they don't work together. There's no way that you can be grateful and have fear. And she talked about how when you think about trust is in like the Most High, and trust is that in the unseen of things, taking place, and that a part of like getting through that fear is having grace, listening to the voice of grace. And I was reminded of a verse in the Quran where Allah, me paraphrasing, is talking about when you're grateful to the Most High, how you will be, rewarded for that. You will increase in your reward or your risk, etc., etc. And that's something I've been working on too. In this process, just being grateful for having this opportunity to not necessarily know so that I can try. Being grateful for just having sincerity in my conversations with the Creator as I try to figure out where I'm supposed to be going in life. Having great gratitude or being grateful for the conversations that I'm having with people who are helping me help myself. So it's one heck of a journey, but I will say that I am enjoying this ride in this moment. Maybe tomorrow I'll be upset about it, but overall, big picture, it's a wonderful journey, and I'm just really appreciative about it. That pretty much sums up what I wanted to share today. I'm pretty sure somebody is on a journey, they're confused, they want to give up. Don't give up. Don't count out those small baby steps. I saw another quote on Instagram, I think it was yesterday, or maybe my husband sent it to me, and it was like, dream big or have a big vision, right? But also understand and respect the small process. Like, we have these big dreams, we have these big visions, but the process sometimes can be really small. Sometimes it's not as elaborate and as fast as we want it to be. And so just the fact that you're being active, just the fact that you're moving forward, don't discredit that. Don't downplay that. It's better to be moving forward and learning and developing and asking questions and seeking help than to just have that thought, have that vision, and then you're sitting idle. So I hope what I've shared today about Clubhouse and the Oprah Winfrey Soulful Sunday episode really resonated with you. It's helping me so much to own this story, and I know that when I achieve my vision, I'll look back on this journey and I'll be so happy, so grateful, and I might have to spank my hand for being impatient, but own your story, own your journey. It's only you living in it. You're just inviting everybody else on the ride. And so make sure that you're making decisions that are really in tune with you. And if you feel like you're taking so much on your own, DM me. I'm on Instagram at Keyona Speaks, or send me a tweet at Keyona Speaks, or you can email me at keyonaspeaks@gmail.com.